In this video, I will be continuing my realistic offseason rebuild series going in order of the real life draft picks. The Minnesota Vikings have the 11th pick, so today we'll be rebuilding them. If you haven't seen one of these realistic offseason rebuilds yet, it's basically a more in-depth and detailed look at one season. We're going to be going through the offseason first. We're going to see what they're going to do as far as re-signing players, what they're going to do in free agency. We will be using realistic draft classes, and then we will be drafting players. And then after that's all done, we'll set the lineup and then simulate one full season and see how the team does. The Vikings have decided to keep Kevin O'Connell as their head coach, so we're going to be running the default Vikings offensive and defensive playbooks. Right now we're setting at 88% scheme fit on the West Coast zone run offensive playbook, and then we're setting at 100% scheme fit on the base 3-4. As you can see, we are using the real draft class of the real players coming out of college this year. We got Caleb Williams, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., and all other players that are coming out of the draft in real life. The most recent Madden update has it at Super Bowl week, but it did not have the actual score, so it had to force the Chiefs to win against the 49ers, so the score is not accurate, but all the other teams and scores in the playoffs are accurate, so the draft order will be lined up exactly right in real life. Also, the rebuild will be starting as soon as the Super Bowl is over and then going through all the offseason stuff. We do have two Vikings retiring. Tight end Andrew DePaola retires after 12 years, and strong safety Harrison Smith retires after 12 years. We have $131 million in cap room. Everything that I'm seeing and reading online is saying that the Vikings are planning on bringing Kirk Cousins back, and Kirk Cousins does want to go back to the Vikings for another season. So I'm going to go ahead and try to re-sign him right now. It says that he has no interest in coming to the team. We're going to see what's going to happen here. He wants a one-year deal for about 27 mil. We're going to have to juice it up some. Let's go to 30 mil since he has like basically no interest, and see what that happens for us. I would like to play for a new team next year. All right, well, how much does it cost to franchise tag him? 56 million. Wow. I think we'd be better off letting him go to free agency and trying to get him for cheaper there. We have a 5th-year option for left tackle Christian Darrisaw. Definitely going to go ahead and accept that. Left outside linebacker Daniil Hunter is a beast. Dude just had a career year. I think he had like 16.5 sacks. 29 years old, 89 overall with X Factor. He has a good amount of interest in coming back to the team, and he wants a 3-year deal for about 70 million. I'm going to go ahead and offer that to him straight up. Got it. We got to make sure that we don't spend too much money because we have to make sure we can bring back Kirk Cousins. So I want to make sure I save probably about 35 million in cap room just for that. Or I guess if I have to, I can go restructure some deals to free up some more space. Running back Cam Akers, 25 years old, 77 overall scheme fit, has a good amount of interest. He has star dev. Wants a 2-year deal for almost 10 mil. We'll go ahead and offer it to him. He's coming back. Wide receiver KJ Osborne basically has no interest, and I'm going to go ahead and move on from him. Marcus Davenport's down to 73 overall with normal dev, 27 years old, moving on from him. Left guard Dalton Risner, I do want to try to bring him back. He has a little bit of interest, but not really. 29 years old, 75 overall, star dev. 2-year deal. I'm going to go ahead and juice it up. Let's go 12 mil. He's coming back. DJ Wanham, moving on from him. Anybody that's like 70, like under 75 overall, and they're like over 27, like Josh Dobbs, moving on from him. Theo Jackson, moving on. We already tried to get Kirk Cousins back. He's like, no thanks. Anybody else over here that we want to try to keep? Jordan Hicks is already down to a 74 overall, 32 years old with no dev. I'm going to go ahead and move on from him too. Looks like everyone else is just a bunch of backups. Fullback, who uses fullbacks besides the 49ers in the NFL? Nobody. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. We got Nick Mullins at quarterback. Obviously, we're going to try to get Kirk Cousins back. We also brought Cam Akers back, so we have 2 good running backs here. We got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, but we do need a 3rd receiver. Offensive line is actually looking pretty good overall. Could maybe use an upgrade at right guard, but not necessarily. We don't have to. And we still have Hawkinson at tight end. He's at 91 with X Factor. Dang. But he's out for 26 more weeks, so he'll be back at the beginning of the next season, hopefully. Defensively, definitely need to do some work over here. Pretty much need at least 2 defensive linemen here. We do have Lowry, but I don't think that he's really necessarily a starter. Phillips is okay, but we definitely for sure need at least 2 defensive linemen here. Is Phillips even a defensive end, or do they just have him over there? Yeah, he's a D tackle. All right, so we need like 2, 3, 4 defensive ends. As far as the cornerbacks go, we got Byron Murphy Jr., we got Evans, we got Blackman. I guess we could really use a legit number 1 corner. Could probably even use like a legit number 2 corner, but I guess we'll take what we can get. Free safety, we got Bonham. Strong safety, we got Metellus. We do got Daniil Hunter at defensive outside linebacker, basically defensive end. And Ivan Pace Jr. had a breakout season as an undrafted rookie. Dude was just crazy. 76 overall with normal dev. Do need another middle linebacker, and we could really use another pass rushing outside linebacker. Number one priority in free agency is trying to get Kirk Cousins back on the team. Now all of a sudden he has a lot of interest in returning to the team. What the heck? Before he had none. Well, I guess it's because no other teams have sent him an offer. He's 79 overall, scheme fit, normal dev, 36 years old. He still wants 1 year, 27.7 mil. I'm gonna go ahead and offer that to him since nobody else has offered him any. And we offered him more when we were trying to re-sign him, but he turned it down, so maybe the joke's on him. I'm gonna try to get outside linebacker Jadeveon Clowney. He's 82 overall, scheme fit, star div, 31 years old. Doesn't have very much interest at all. He does have 6 offers already on the table from other teams. So we're gonna have to juice this deal up a little bit here. And let's see what we're setting on here. Are we gonna be competitive at all? And we're actually tied with the Titans for the top. I like that. We need another defensive lineman slash defensive tackle slash defensive end. So I'm going to try to get Michael Pierce. He actually has a ton of interest in coming to the team. He's 83 overall, star dev, scheme fit, 31 years old. He has 0 offers on the table at the moment. So I'm just going to offer him this default deal for 1 year, 15 mil. We need another defensive end slash defensive tackle. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get Leonard Williams. He is 82 overall, star dev, 30 years old, has a very small amount of interest, but he has no offers from other teams at the moment. So I'm going to offer him this 2-year default deal for 24.4 mil. We need another cornerback. We really need to get a true number 1. The best available is Stephon Gilmore. He's 84 overall, 33 years old, star dev, has basically no interest and already has offer from 5 other teams. So I'm going to have to juice this deal up here to try to be competitive. Let's go 12.5 and see where we're sitting. And we're tied with the Lions at the top. That's all 5 active negotiations that we're allowed to have. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we get any of these players to sign. 3 players decided to sign. We got defensive tackle Michael Pierce. We got defensive end Leonard Williams. And we got Kirk Cousins coming back to the Vikes. Kirko Bangs. We still got an offer in for Jadeveon Clowney, but it looks like the Raiders have moved up to the top a lot. And also Stephon Gilmore decided to sign with another team. So we're going to have to try to get another cornerback. First, I'm going to go ahead and try to juice up this offer for Jadeveon Clowney real quick. I can't remember how much we offered him before, but I think it was like 30 mil. Let's go 32 and see if that's even competitive. And no, we're still way underneath the Raiders, so I'm just going to go ahead and withdraw the offer and try to get somebody else. Gonna try to get outside linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel. He's 83 overall, scheme fit, star dev, 29 years old. He has a little bit of interest, but he also already has 9 offers from other teams. So we're gonna have to juice this deal up. Let's go player friendly, and let's still juice it up even more and see, are we gonna be competitive? And we're tied with like 4 or 5 other teams. And I guess I'll let it ride out and see if we can get him or not. The cornerback free agency situation is not looking good since we missed out on Stephon Gilmore. We got Desmond King, Marcus Peters. Who do we got? Vontae Maddox. I think I'm going to go after Vontae Maddox. He's 77 overall, scheme fit, normal dev, 28 years old. He actually has a good amount of interest. He has 1 offer on the table. He only wants 5.5 mil, so let's juice it up. Let's go to 6.1 and see where we're looking. Hopefully that should put us at the top. And yeah, we're at the top by a lot over the Jaguars. We still need a middle linebacker, and it looks like Levante David is the best overall available, and he's a scheme fit star dev. He is 34 years old, so we're probably just trying to get him for 1 year. He's probably going to be regressing pretty heavily. He has no other offers on the table, and he basically has no interest in coming to the team. But if we're the only one giving him an offer, then maybe we have no choice but to sign. We do need a kicker, so I'm going to try to get Kai Fairbairn. He's 80 overall, star dev, 30 years old. I'm gonna give him this 1-year deal. He doesn't have any other offers, so we should be able to get him pretty easily. And that's all we need to get for now. Cornerback Avonte Maddox did decide to sign with us. We still have targets on Levante David and the kicker Kai Fairbairn, but we did not get, who was it, Andrew Van Ginkel. He signed with somebody else, so we still need to try to get another linebacker, or we could try to draft one. We do have the pick number 11, so maybe there'll still be a decent one available at that point. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Leonard Floyd at defensive end to move to outside linebacker just for insurance purposes. If we're not able to draft one in the draft, then we have someone that can start for us. He's 77 overall, normal dev, 31 years old, has basically no interest, and already has 1 offer on the table. So I'm just going to juice it up a little bit, and that should put us over at the top of our competition. And yeah, we're up there above the Bears by a lot. Middle linebacker Levante David did decide to sign with us, and we also got Leonard Floyd to sign with us as well. Still got a target on the kicker. Fairbairn decided to sign with us, so we're done in free agency now. Here in the draft, I'm going to skip through each pick individually so we can see what teams are doing. The Bears took Marvin Harrison Jr. Commanders took Joe Alt, left tackle. Patriots took Caleb Williams at quarterback. The Cardinals took Drake May at quarterback, even though they already got Kyler Murray for like $50 million a year on their team for like the next 4 or 5 years. Sounds like a great idea. Chargers took defensive tackle Newton. The Giants took Dallas Turner, outside linebacker, not DJ, I don't know why I said that. Titans took another outside linebacker, Jared Verse. We need some outside linebackers still on the board when it comes to us. Falcons took Latu. So all the best pass rushers are pretty much getting eaten up right now with all these picks. The Bears took Brock Bowers at tight end. Dang, so they got Marvin Harrison Jr. and Brock Bowers. And they're keeping Justin Fields. Now we got the Jets up. They took a right guard. Now it's our pick. We really need to get a third receiver or possibly upgrade a right guard or possibly upgrade a pass rush and outside linebacker. So these are the options that we have here. I was thinking that we could possibly go cornerback also, because there's a couple of them here that are available. Cole McKinstry's here, but I was thinking also we could get Chris Braswell. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm just going to get outside linebacker Chris Braswell from Alabama. 6'3", 255 pounds. He's a speed rusher. He's a scheme fit. I think we can get a receiver in the second round possibly. Chris Braswell is 22 years old. He has great acceleration, good agility, elite change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed, good strength. Dude looks like he's fast. He has A catching, A hit power with A zone coverage. He's got hidden depth with 86 speed and 88 acceleration. Second round, I'm definitely going to get a receiver because there's a lot of them that are available here. I was debating on between Tez Walker and Xavier Legette. I think I'm going to go with Xavier Legette from South Carolina. He's 6'3", 227 pounds. He's a deep threat. 23 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, good change of direction, great jumping, elite speed with great strength. He's got hidden depth with 96 speed. Here in the fourth round, we did not have a third round pick. I'm going to draft this cornerback, Chris Abrams-Drain from Missouri. He's 5'11", 180 pounds. He's a man-to-man scheme fit. 23 years old. He has great acceleration, solid agility, and change of direction with good jumping, great speed, and decent strength. We know for sure he has B catching, but we don't know what his man coverage is. Well, his man coverage is a C. His zone coverage is between a B and a D. And he has hidden depth as well. Nice, 94 speed. Fifth round, I'm going to take left guard Christian Mahogany from Boston College. He's an agile scheme fit. Maybe there's a chance that he can be a better starter for us at right guard than our existing right guard. He's 23 years old. He has good acceleration, solid agility, great change of direction with solid speed and decent strength. He's got normal depth with 84 strength. We'll see what his overall is going to be. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. In the first round, pick number 11, we took Chris Braswell from Alabama. He's a 74 overall. Actually, it says that he's temporarily playing up to a 75 overall, so he has a morale boost. 22 years old. He does have hidden depth. He has 80 tackle, 86 hit power, 86 speed, 88 acceleration with 82 pursuit. Second round, we took wide receiver Xavier Legette. He's actually a 76 overall, so that's a pretty good pick. He does have hidden depth, 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 78 catching, 84 catching traffic, 80 short route, 83 medium, 82 deep with 80 spectacular catch. Fourth round pick cornerback Chris Abrams-Drain is only a 69 overall, and then Mahogany in the fifth round at left guard is a 67 overall, so they're just going to be backups for us. And then the computer drafted Rasheen Ali from Marshall at running back in the fifth round, 72 overall. He'll be our third string running back most likely. The rest of these guys not looking that great. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for this season. We got Kirk Cousins back at quarterback, 79 overall with normal depth. We got Madison at running back, 78 with normal depth. We also have Cam Akers. He's out for 6 weeks, but we're at the beginning of preseason, so we'll have 4 weeks of the preseason. So technically, he's only going to miss 2 weeks of the regular season. He's a 77 with star. Justin Jefferson, 99 X Factor, best receiver in the NFL. We drafted Xavier Legette in the second round at wide receiver. He's going to be playing for us in the slot, 76 with hidden depth. Jordan Addison is going to be our number 2 receiver, 82 with star. We do have TJ Hawkinson at tight end. Same thing, he's out for 6 weeks, so he'll miss 2 weeks of the regular season. O'Neal at right tackle is an 86 with star dev. Ingram at right guard, 73 with normal dev. Bradbury at center is a 76 with star dev. He's out for 2 weeks, so he won't miss any regular season games at all. Left guard Dalton Risner, 76 overall with star dev. Darius Hall's a 91 with star dev at left tackle. Defensively, we signed Michael Pearson free agency. He's going to be starting for us at defensive tackle, 83 with star dev. We also got Leonard Williams in free agency at defensive end. He's 82 with star. Phillips is going to be starting for us at left end, 76 with normal dev. Byron Murphy's our number 1 corner, 79 with star. Blackman's our slot corner, 75 with normal dev. Maddox is our number 2 corner, 77 with normal dev. Outside linebacker Daniil Hunter is the best overall player on defense. He's a 90 with X factor. We got Levante David at middle linebacker from free agency. He's 84 with star dev. Ivan Pace Jr. coming into his 2nd season as an undrafted rookie, 76 overall with normal dev at middle linebacker. We drafted Braswell in the 1st round at defensive end / outside linebacker. He's a 75 overall with hidden dev. I'm going to be starting him over Leonard Floyd right away since he's a lot younger and I want him to develop. Leonard Floyd could come in if people get injured or get tired. Free safety, we got Bynum, 79 with star dev, and then at strong safety, we have Metellus, 76 with star dev, since Harrison Smith decided to retire. For the season goal, I'm setting it for make the playoffs. That's the reason why we decided to bring Kirk Cousins back, because we think this team is ready to win right now. We're setting at week 5, and we're currently 1-3, not out to a great start, and our number 1 cornerback, Byron Murphy Jr., has a fractured shoulder blade, and he's going to be out for 7 weeks. Not good. Also, we have a breakout wide receiver opportunity here, so let's see if it's going to be for possibly Xavier Legette, or is it for Jordan Addison? It's for Xavier Legette, get 3 touchdowns or 150 yards rushing receiving. We did beat the Lions 34-15. Let's see if we got that breakout opportunity dev trait upgrade. And no, he says he did not get it done today, coach. We also have a weekly award here. Let's see who won that for us. And it was Kirk Cousins at quarterback, 292 yards passing with 3 touchdowns and 3 sacks. At the midseason point, we're not off to a good start at all. We're currently 2-4, tied on last with the 2-4 Lions. The Packers are leading the division with a 6-1 record, and the Bears are 3-4. See how we're doing with our stats so far halfway through the season. Kirk Cousins, 1,200 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 65% completion with a 96 rating. And rushing, Cam Akers has 181 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3.9 per carry. Madison only has 3.3 per carry, so our running game is basically not doing so good. Justin Jefferson has 400 yards and a touchdown. Xavier Legette has 400 yards and 6 touchdowns. Nice. Defensively, Ivan Pace Jr. leading the team in tackles with 36, and David has 34, who has the most sacks. Leonard Williams with 3.5. Interceptions, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with 1. We also have a breakout opportunity for a defensive back here. Let's see who that's going to be for. It's for Mekhi Blackman at cornerback. Hold the Giants to less than 200 yards passing, or get Mekhi Blackman 1 interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack. Well, we lost to the Giants 31-21. Let's see if we got the dev trade upgrade. I guess we did. It says he got it. He got up to star dev, and he also gets 20,000 XP. Nice. We also have a new injury here, and it is Jordan Addison at wide receiver, partial ACL tear, out for 6 weeks. Things just keep getting better. Currently at week 10, and we're still doing terrible. And cornerback Mekhi Blackman just tore his Achilles, and he's gonna be out for 37 weeks after he just got a dev trait upgrade to star dev. Here at week 16, we're actually 6-8, which is pretty good considering that we started at 2-7. I think at week 11 it was. And we got a new injury here, so I'm going to see who it's for. And it is for Cam Akers. He's out for 2 weeks, so at least it's not season ending. At week 17, we actually just beat the Texans 35-17, so we are 7-8. We're right on the border of potentially making a playoff spot. If we can win the next 2 games, we have a chance. It doesn't mean that we will make it. We have a breakout opportunity for a running back here. It's probably going to be for Madison. No, it's for, oh wait, that's the offensive coordinator. Who is it for? No, it's not Cam Akers because he's injured. Yeah, it's Alexander Madison, 2 touchdowns or 100 yards rushing receiving. And we also have a new injury here. We've been having a ton of those here with the Vikings. Who is it this time? Ivan Pace Jr., our star middle linebacker, dislocated his elbow and he's out for 5 weeks, so basically the rest of the season. Somehow we managed to beat the Packers, who were 14-1 at the time. Now they're 14-2 because we beat them 28-14. Let's see if we got the dev trade upgrade for our running back. Nope. We also got a weekly award. Let's see who it was for. Kirk Cousins once again, 230 passing yards with 4 passing touchdowns, and he also had 8 carries for 33 yards rushing. I don't believe that. And we got a trophy for beating the Packers. A new injury. How great is that? And it's gonna be for Rasheen Ali, backup running back. He's already up to a 75 overall, nice. But he has a dislocated elbow, out for 5 weeks. Into the regular season, we did actually go 9-8. So we started the season 2-7 and finished 9-8. I think that's pretty good, but we did actually miss the playoffs just barely. Let's go over here and look at this real quick in the NFC. So the Panthers made it with 9-8, the Giants made it with 9-8, and then us and the Lions both missed the playoffs with a 9-8 record, unfortunately. Packers won the division with a 15-2 record. They went crazy, and then we saw that us and the Lions both went 9-8, and the Bears had a terrible season going 4-13. Let's check out the season stats. We had the 20th ranked offense. Kirk Cousins ninth in passing and 9th in passing touchdowns, and our defense was actually ranked 3rd. Wow. Kirk Cousins 3,789 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 68% completion with the 98 rating. Not a terrible season. Rushing wise, we need a new running back. That's what we really needed. Cam Akers, 500 yards, 3.4 per carry with 5 touchdowns. Madison, 400 yards, 3.3 per carry with 9 touchdowns. And then even the rookie running back Ali, 3.7 per carry with 1 touchdown. So our running game was non-effective. Receiving, Justin Jefferson, 107 catches, 1,100 yards with 5 touchdowns. But look at the rookie receiver Xavier Legette, 86 catches, 1,100 yards with 13 touchdowns. Jordan Addison had 494 yards with 1 touchdown, but he missed 6 games with injury. He only played in 11. And N'Keal Harry's on this team. I didn't even know that. Former first-round pick from the Patriots. What the heck were they thinking? He had 29 catches, 300 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tight end TJ Hawkinson, 40 catches, 300 yards with 5 touchdowns. Defensively, Levante David led the team in tackles with 98. Ivan Pace Jr. had 86, but he missed a few games with injury. Tackles for loss, Leonard Williams had the most with 13. Sacks, Leonard Williams had 9.5. Braswell had 5.5. Hunter only had 4.5. That's it. Terrible. Interceptions, the rookie pass rushing outside linebacker Braswell had 3. Byron Murphy had 3 despite missing a lot of the games with injury. Vontae Maddox had 2. David had 1. Pace Jr. had 1. Ward had 1. Blackman had 1. And Evans had 1. The Cowboys beat the Colts in the Super Bowl 31-28. Dak Prescott won Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow won MVP of the regular season with the Bengals. Zach Taylor won Coach of the Year with the Bengals. Joe Burrow also won Offensive Player of the Year with the Bengals. Max Crosby won Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. And our boy Xavier Legette at wide receiver won Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Latu won Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Falcons. This is what the final team is looking like. Kirk Cousins is down to a 76 overall with normal div. Cam Akers is a 75 overall with star dev. He has a -3 morale, dragging him down for some reason. Madison's a 77 with normal. Justin Jefferson's a 99 with X Factor. Xavier Legette's up to superstar. He has 82 overall. Addison's a 83 with star. Hawkinson's a 92 with X Factor. O'Neill's a 86 with star. Ingram's a 74 with normal. Bradbury's a 77 with star. Risner is a 78 with normal. He did have star, but he regressed a little bit. Darisaw at left tackle is a 90 with star. Defensively, Michael Pierce is down to 81 with star. Williams is down to 80 with star. Phillips is 76 with star. Byron Murphy 79 with star. And let's see, Maddox is actually going to be our slot corner now because he's down to a 76 with normal. Because Blackman's going to be our number 2, but he's injured for a lot more time to go. I think it was like 24 more weeks with that Achilles tear that he had. And he's a 77 with star dev. Metellus went from star dev down to normal. He's a 77. Daniel Hunter is an 89 with X Factor. He only got like 4.5 sacks, unfortunately. Levante David's down to 80 overall. He was an 84 when we signed him last year, but he's probably like 35 years old by now. Pace Jr. missed a few games with injury, still a 77 with normal dev. Braswell, the first round draft pick, 78 overall with star dev. He didn't have very many sacks either. I don't remember how many it was. I think it was like 5 maybe. I think he did actually have more than Hunter though. And then at free safety, Bynum is a 79 with star dev. This rebuild was pretty crazy. We started off 2-7, and then we started having a ton of injuries, and it seemed like every time someone got injured that we would win a game, and we finished 9-8. So I guess that means that the backups were outperforming the starters. But that's gonna be it for the video. If y'all like what y'all saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, say something down in the comments. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.